Greetings to all. Welcome to the 4-day training session on hands-on training program on machine learning. As per the schedule, actually, today we need to take the introduction to the Python, and yesterday we need to discuss about the data pre-processing and the feature extractions. But as we need to do the data pre-processing and the feature extraction with the help of programming language, yesterday we have done the introduction to the Python, and today actually we need to do the libraries and the modules in perspective of the machine learning. But we are giving training, particularly I am giving training more than 20 years onwards for various participants in different knowledge based upon the trendy. What I thinking is, before as well we used to give training for the machine learning. I have done more than 50 trainings of in the machine learning itself. The experience which I got from past participants are they're having some little programming language, and yesterday I got that many people are from other background. So Muthu sir as well conveyed the message that participants are expecting to say the basic Python programming language as well. What I am thinking is, if I say the basic Python programming language means, it may take a lot of time. That's why yesterday I was very hurry up, because I thought that you already know about the Python. So that's why yesterday I just revision. Yesterday I have done revision kind of thing. I just saying that this is the tuple, this is the dictionary, this is the how to do. Like that, yesterday I just went for the revising session. Simply the introduction to the Python. Okay, today we go a little bit slowly as a starter. For a starter, how the Python will be trained. And tomorrow we will go with some modules in the Python programming. And from next day onwards, we will go, I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, like that. Then we will do pre-processing and etc. etc. If you don't understand the programming language, means it's really very difficult to become an machine learning expert or etc. So we need to require it out. But this doesn't require any extra superpower or etc. Nothing. Just we require simple analyzing thing, understanding and analyzing. That's it. We need to understand. That's it. For example, I'm feeling thirsty, so I need to have a water. I'm feeling hungry, I need to have a food. Similarly here as well, I want to display something on the screen. What I want to use? Printf, like a C language. Here we have print. I want to take input from the user. We need to use scanf. In Python we have input. So like that, depending upon our requirement, this is our requirement. So for this requirement, what we require, like that we need to think and we need to memorize, we need to recollect it. That's it. This is the knowledge we require to learn the programming part. So if you are very fresh to programming as well, no need to worry. You develop this kind of thinking based upon the requirement. I require this, what I require, like that. Okay, I did not share the screen. So up to now we have any, see, you are always welcome. I never mind anything. If you openly say as well, sir, whatever you saying, I'm not understanding as well, I feel very happy. Why means, see, if I speak continuously 1 hour and if you listen continuously 1 hour means, what's the use of just listening without getting some inputs? Waste of time, waste of energy. After finishing of this 1 hour, we should clearly get some input. Then only we feel very happy and very satisfaction. So you please, that's why I ask you any questions, anything means, please, that may be a silly thing or that may be anything, open up, you type in the chat box, or you can send me a, you can unmute and you can talk to me as well. We are sharing the, that's it. Different people are already experts in different domains. So we're just sharing the knowledge each and everybody. So no need to feel hesitate, nothing like. I also never feel. Always feel free to contact me as well at a Gmail, vikramneergatti@gmail.com. I can reply to you, no issues. Okay. Anything you want to say before starting, you can say. Open to all the participants.
So dear participants, you are most welcome. So based on your input directly, you can talk to the Vikram sir. You can unmute your mic and you can talk to the Vikram. Vikram sir, then we can start, sir. No problem, sir.
Well, today we see the introduction to programming, Python, programming language Python. Before that, I want to know how many of you have installed the Python or the Anaconda? First of all, we require this language. I want to help you to install the Python in your computer or to install the Anaconda in your computer. Is anybody feeling difficult? If you installed, please say yes. Leave in the chat box yes. Install Anaconda. Python in the sense, Ramya madam, I'm not getting. Have you installed? Yeah, yes, okay. Those who not installed, you want me to show how to install?
Just
You can
basic
install mean.
just itself you can save. Just you can surface itself.
Excuse me, Vikram sir.
If you are in front of system, yes.
Yeah, can I intervene? So would you just share us the link? Because yesterday when I was trying to get into it, because Google did not give me that Anaconda, when you said no, it was running around, but it couldn't get downloaded at that point in time. Somewhere in the evening, I started doing it. For a couple of hours, I ran behind, and later on, I just left it out because I thought might be an error.
Okay. You want me to share the link? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, those who not installed, I will share the link. Try to install it out. Thank you. Simple. If you have any question, you just leave like this. We will solve it out.
Sure.
See, in the starting, everybody will feel the same thing now. See, I am searching in front of you itself. Those who install Anaconda, I hope Muthukunanta, you also can share the link from where you have shared. I shared the link in the chat box. You just click on that. See, today onwards, every day we have hands-on session. As I said in the day before class itself, everybody, please, you need to install the software. Without installing the software, we can't learn. We will do parallelly whatever I'm doing here, so that you can learn something. I have shared the link. You just click on the downloads. In the bottom, you can find Python 3.8, 64-bit graphical instance. If your computer is 64-bit, you install the 64-bit. If your computer is 32-bit, you install 32-bit. If it is a Windows operating system. If it is Linux operating system, means you go for these links. If it is a Mac, you go for these two links. You straight away click on the particular location, it will be get installed. I hope Ananta sir, you got right.
Yeah. It's getting
Most of things
downloaded in the background. Yeah, it's getting downloaded
please.
on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And sir, one small information I seek from you. If we have installed for Windows 32, 64 or on Mac, are there any hiccups of any of the particular functions in this, or all platforms are as similar, only it's the installer is different? Because I work on yes, please.
No. If your operating system is Windows, means you need to install Windows itself, because the particular file will be.
I got your point. My query was, say I have installed on my Windows 64-bit platform here, and I do work on Mac. If I install on Mac, say all the functions are as similar in this both the version, or
Yes,
are
yes,
there?
yes. All the versions are similar.
Okay, because it might be that certain.
Whatever work we do in the Windows version or Mac version or Linux version, all will be similar. There
Fine,
won't be
fine,
any difference, much difference.
fine. No, but
Hmm. You
are
can go
there?
for anything.
My question is, much difference is not the way. Are there differences? Because sometimes what happens, we look for a solution for our client who is using a Mac. I do compile somewhere here, I tell him something, and end of the day I find that there is a small hiccup which is not syncing between us.
Yes, 100% I agree with you. Based upon the customer, we need to answer the solution. Why means, actually day to day the Python as an open source, day to day the versions will get updated. So
Okay.
it takes time to update all the versions. That's why we need to suggest the solution for the customer based upon his requirement. His requirement in the sense, if he is using the Linux version, we need to provide solution for the Linux version itself. Because as day to day the versions are updating, it takes some time to update. So there will be a little difference. So we need to be very perfect.
Fine, fine. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. It's a very, very good question. Most of the people will feel the same doubt. Customer will have some mission, some installation, some software, and we have some mission, some software which is not meeting. They will say that in our mission we are getting the solution. Once you share the solution to them, it will not get installed over there, and they say that whatever solution you have done is not good, because these are the compatible issues. That's why 100% we need to give the solution depending upon the customer point of view as well. Very good question, and thank you, sir, for that question. Well, any other facing difficulty to install the Python or Anaconda, please let me know. And one more thing I want to share. Some participants may have laptop, or some persons may connect with the help of mobile phone, but they want to do the programming, right? You just go to Google Colab. So this doesn't require any installation. But if you really want to do a real-time problem means, I recommend you to install the Anaconda, because we can do all the solutions in the Anaconda as per my knowledge. With this Google Colab, we can't develop some real-time issues. So you can go to the Google Colab. Over there, as we can do the functions. This is the Google Colab. You can able to see on the screen, right? Welcome to Collaboratory. You can see here. You just click File and you click New Notebook. Go to File and click New Notebook. Automatically, you will get the open notebook to you. This is I'm recommending for the users, those who are cannot install. I mean, they may be in the mobile, or they may be in the tab. Otherwise, they may be in some work, or in between they may connect to the sessions, right? Later they can go to home and they can install the Python Anaconda. But without downloading, you can use this one, Colab. Straight away you can find some solutions in this Colab. I recommend to go for this. I just clicking 3+2. But if you want to use the collab 100%, you require an internet connection. In offline, you can't able to work it out. Whereas if you download the softwares, you can work in offline. No need of internet connection. You can check here. Everybody can see the screen, right?
So Vikram sir, sorry for interrupting, sir.
Yes.
So they're asking name, sir. Google Colab is, can you type it in the chat box?
You want me to share the link?
No. Just you type the name, sir. Google Colab is, can you type it in the chat box? Because we got 2 queries from the chat
You can
box.
see on the screen. Can you see on the screen? I have shared the link to you.
Okay. Got it, Vikram sir.
I hope you can see the screen, right?
Yes. I can able to.
See, welcome to Collaboratory. This is the Collaboratory. This is the collab. Actually, we call it as a collaboratory. Yeah, Google Collaboratory. As Ramya ma'am said, that's a Google Collaboratory. In shortcut, we call application, we will call it app. Like that, Collaboratory we are calling as a collab. For shortcut, simply name. Share the link to you. Over there, you just click file and go to the new. If you click the file means you will get a new notebook. You click on the new notebook. So this kind of screen you can able to check it out. This is the collaboratory. Those who have Python, you just type Python. This is the Python 3.8. You can open here. Once again, I'm saying those who have no mobile phones, you go to the collab as I showed before. Those who have installed Python, you type the Python in the search box. You can open the Python 3.8 here. So this is the prompt, shell prompt. Here directly you can do the question. 3 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 7, 8. See, in the C++, Java, we need to write a program like, if you want to perform same operation. Now what I have done here, I have typed 3 plus 4 and 5 plus 7. In the Python, what I have done 3 plus 4. Answer is 7. And 5 plus 7. The answer is showing that 12. This is the prompt. If the same program you want to write in different languages, you need to know data types, you need to write some stuff, you need to like this, you need to write in C, C++, Java, etc. So this Python is very, very important, very, very easy. Simply typing C 4 plus 24. That's it. 4 plus 9.0. Floating value. Like perform any operation. 7 by 3. Enter. 7 mod 3. Enter. So you get it here. Honestly, yes, yes.
The voice was breaking, sir. Your voice was breaking.
I hope to be.
Sir, voice is breaking, sir.
Sir, voice is breaking, sir. Vikram, sir. Why your voice was breaking? Your voice was breaking. We are unable to follow your voice. Vikram, sir, your voice was breaking.
Hello, is it okay now?
Now, okay, you can speak, sir, to me. You can speak.
Is it
No, voice is breaking, sir. Still, we are getting a
so?
problem. Sir, can you re-log in again? Because sometimes you can re-log in.
If I install 1 kilowatt, if I install 1 kilowatt, so 1 kilowatt is that in last only I will have some parts. So same thing, if I install 100 kilowatt, for example, this is for 10 kilowatt, but 10 kilowatt means generally up to December, the sign should be to then the irrigation variation should be 5%, then self-temperature should be 4 degree, then the margin temperature minus 2.52 plus 2.5 degree increase, then AC system losses 0.5% consider, then I am choosing the module. Then this is my inverter for
Hello, is it okay now? Yeah, perfectly fine.
Vikram, sir?
It's okay, right?
It's okay. No, right now it's okay.
Okay. So those who are in the Python, you can type 3 plus 4, 5 plus 7 straight away. But what is the issue here? You can't type the multiple lines. We need to go to the file. This is not that much of interactive. Generally, the real-time problems require some lines of code. Minimum 5 lines or 10 lines or 12 lines, 30 lines like that. So here, to do that thing, we require some tedious process. That much of not user interface is not good in this mode. So that's why we're going for some IDE. IDE means integrated development environment, where 2 or more languages is integrated together. You can see here, Anaconda is there. This is one type of a IDE. You can download there. There I know for the Spider. As I said yesterday, the Spider ID will be with Anaconda itself. So I'm just typing the search box. I'm going for the Spider. See, I'm saying the 3 versions. One version is just Python IDE alone. Second one is with Anaconda. Third one is with Google Colab. So Google Colab, you cannot download it out. On internet itself, you can able to use it out. But we require internet connectivity. So in the Python IDE, there is only Python IDE is there. It is not integrated one. So, but real-time problems require the integrated one. So we need to go for integrated environment. See, in industries as well, we have IDEs. For Microsoft, we have Visual Studio IDE to develop the Microsoft apps. Similarly, for Android, we have IDEs, Android Studio. For Java, we have NetBeans. So similarly, Python, we have Anaconda. Not only Anaconda, we have plenty of IDEs, PyCharm. You can use any one of the IDE. Why I'm recommending Anaconda means, already I said many times, this Spider ID, based upon the Spider ID itself, industry people will develop the lot of problems. So we are using the Spider ID. That's why we are recommending Spider. The same thing can be done in the Google Colab and in the Python IDE as well. Now, if I want to replace this code, 5 plus 7 here means, in the IDE means, you can't go it out. Here as well, Python IDE is there, console. Here you can able to find input and output. Explorer means you can able to see the location of the files. And this is the menu bar, file, edit, search. And here you can able to see the edition. Here you want to go to the new file, just click file, new file. This is the new file here. Up to now, you have any questions you can ask me now. I have shown you the 3 platforms. If you type here 3 plus 4 means this is the run. Otherwise, you can press F5. You will not get output because 3 plus 4 is, you can see here, it will not show any output. You need to use a print function. Now you can able to see the answer as 7. Because this is the not a Python, this is indicated one. 3 plus 4 will take as simple values. If you want to display that one means, you need to use the print, as I said. So we call as a function. Function means how the 3 plus 4 is displaying on the screen means, let me say some background knowledge to you. Any one of you, please respond. How many environments I have discussed so far in this session?
3 environments. One was Anaconda Python, one was the Google Colab, and one is the IDE, that is Spider.
Three, sir, 3.
Vikram sir, you are there? Vikram sir?
Any other? Any others also can respond. You can leave in the chat box as well. 3 is perfect. What are 3? As
One is
Ananta
IDE.
said, some 3.
Yes. As one is Python, one is Anaconda Spider, other is Google Colab.
Yes, it is perfect. Python alone, then Anaconda IDE, then
Other
Colab.
is Google Colab.
Yes. Yeah, Spider as well IDE. It will come inside the Anaconda itself. Okay. So, if you want to create a new file in a Python or in Anaconda IDE, Google Colab, you can able to create, right? If yes, you leave yes. If you're feeling any difficult, you say where you're feeling difficulty.
Vikram sir, actually I try to install the Anaconda. Only command prompt is coming and ID is I cannot able to get the other thing. What you are showing in the screen.
You will get the command prompt, everything. So in the search box, you type appropriate Spider SP. You can check the way I'm typing here. You can see here.
Okay.
SPY. You need to search perfectly. See,
Okay,
even we
sir.
can go for interactive mode as well.
Okay, when I'm going for it, is asking Spider means install KIT. It's asking. Now Spider can use Kite. It is showing. Whether I have to install Kite also?
Yes, yes, yes.
We have to
That's all
install.
our packages. It takes time. Yes. See, Anaconda has modules, more modules. It will ask in between. You want to install this? Yes, yes. You should say yes, yes, yes.
Okay, that's it. I want to confirm it. Okay.
Yeah, you need to say yes, yes. And now you can see on the screen, I have introduced some notebook. JUPYTR Jupyter Notebook. Those who have installed the Anaconda, you can able to see this one. Open. Why we need to go for the Jupyter Notebook means it will be like a Colab itself. Like a Colab, this is a notebook. It will be like interactive. Whereas here, as I showed you in the Spider, it will not respond immediately. See, if you type 5 plus 9 means, it will not display on the screen because it will not immediately respond it out. You need to use again the printf function. It may be calculated. Now you got output 713. Whereas here, if you type immediately 8 plus 0, if you want to be this interactive mode means, then you need to go for the notebook called Jupyter Notebook. You can go with this Jupyter Notebook. Otherwise, you can see in the Google Colab as well in an interactive way. Here it will be interactive straight away. You will get the answers. You just type 6 plus 0 and plus. You will get the outputs. Like this, whatever you want to do. If you want to print see what you are observing here. Can anybody say what you are observing here?
You type printing the hello world and demo.
So like this, you can able to do interactively. As the internet speed should be fast. That's the issue. It's taking some time to interactive. Okay, this is about the Google Colab. So from here you can install the Anaconda. So in the Spider, I want to print. You can do parallelly. Now we are getting error. Why? It should be inside the quotations. You can see errors will be which from red color one. Now we'll get the result. This is first hello world program. I'm using the printf function. Whatever you want to display on the screen, you need to put in the double quotations or single quotations here. This is the same. There won't be any difference of double quotations or single quotations. So up to now, have you tried in the lab? I mean, Now, can anybody say the answer of this value? 244567 plus 8907. I want to know that whether you are doing the practicals or not. Can you please say me the answer of 234567 plus 8907? You try to do in our IDE. Yes. So, Mr. Ibrahim, can you confirm me you are using which one? Google Colab. Perfect. Thank you. Now I want to know, let me say I will introduce something. A equal to 3, B equal to 6, C equal to A plus B, print C. Previously what I have done, I didn't name the 3 and 4. I'm straight away printing print of 3 plus 4. You can see the screen, right, everybody?
Yes, sir. We are able to see, sir. We are able to see.
See, in this line, I just used 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. It performs the calculation, but it's not displaying on the screen. So to display on the screen, what I should use? I should use a print. So print always followed by 2 parentheses, open and closed parentheses. Y is a function. Function means what now? Function means it has some set of actions. What the program will do means each and every step. If you go for the programming language, what is a programming and why we need to do programming language means, generally we call as software. What is a software means? It is a set of programs. What are the programs means? Set of instructions. Then what are instructions? Instructions means commands. What are commands? Come, go, print, take input, do addition, do subtraction, do multiplication. These all are commands. Now let me say the same thing with the help of a with an example. Let me think that in our mobile phone we have a calculator software. Basic calculator. So basic calculator consists of what? Basic calculator consists of a screen. In bottom of the screen we have a numbers like this: 987 654 321 0. You may have some cross symbol, and here you can find plus, minus, multiplication, division, modular division, equal to. You assume that this is the calculator we having. This is a software. So these are all the buttons. So in this software, so this is software. Which software? Calculator software. So software is what? Set of programs. So now I want to know what are the programs. What is the program consist of here? It consists of addition program, that is plus, and it consists of subtraction, that is minus, multiplication, division, modulo division. So this is the programs I'm having where in the calculator software. So addition means adding two numbers, subtraction means taking the difference, multiplication means multiplying, division means output will be the quotient, modulo division means output will be the remainder. Let me say example. Most of the people may get difficult. What is the output of the division and the modulo division? Now my question is 3 by 4. What is the output? 3 mod 4. What is the output? So the answer is you just do the 4. I mean, instead of 4, you go for 3. You can take 4 as well, no issues. This is the division. So 3 1 the 3 2 the 6.
It would
So
be
3 by
it would be 2
yes.
and 0. Because in
for
modular
what?
we look at the remainder, it would be 0. In the straight division, it would be the quotient, that's 2.
Yes. So this is the quotient
Here in modular,
and this
we
will be the remainder.
yeah.
Perfect. So this is the basic arithmetic operations where we can able to perform. So this is the programs I'm having. Okay. Program consists of what? Set of instructions. So now we need to know what are the instructions. So addition instruction. Addition instruction means what? This addition programs it consists of some input values. In our case, the input values may be 2, 1, 3. And it consists of some process. That is the plus. And it should display on the screen. When, if I press the symbol equal to. So these are the instructions. One instruction is the input instruction. Second instruction is the process instruction. Third instruction is the display instruction. So set of instructions is again what we have? Commands. So input is an instruction. What are the commands we have in the input instruction? First command is press 2. Second command is press 3. This is the two commands we have in the input. In the process command, what are the in the process instruction, what is the command we have? Type plus. In the display instruction, what is the command we have? Press equal to. So like this, you can relate this thing any real-time problem. Now we having some conference meeting. This is a conference meeting with the help of an Google Meet. So in the conference meeting is a software. What is the software? Google Meet. So Google Meet means a software. It consists of what? Programs. What is the programs? Here I am having one first program to connect 2 or more users. Third program, we need to enable the audio and video. Fourth program, you can unmute or mute the video. Fifth program, you can schedule it out. Sixth program, you can join it out. Seventh program, you can record. So these are various programs is there. Now instructions. Joining the meeting 2 members. Compulsory we require a link to join. First, we require a software. We need to download each and every system. Once we have software, need to first, what is the program we will do? We will run. We are sending the link, sharing the link. With the help of that link, we are joining. Once we joining, it is asking what? Second program, it is asking to switch on your camera or switch off your camera or switch on your mic or switch on your mic. If there is no mic and camera in your laptop, means it's very difficult. Not difficult, we can't connect. Even though if you are having the link ID, you can't connect to the link unless you have the mic and the window. That is one program. So, and what are the instructions we have in the link? First, we need to require some Google account. Then you need to go to the start meeting or join meeting. Then only you will get an link. Without that, without Google account, you won't get the link. And mic as well. If you have in mic instruction, what we have instructions, you can mute or you can unmute if the camera was present. And commands. So like that, it is very, very perfect. You need to know these all things. Basically, that may be any programming language. I recommend you to divide these things. You should be very clear. This is very, very important for anybody. If you are doing real-time program or what other thing, you should be very clear. What is a program? What are the instruction? What is the command? Every day we should do it out. So now this each and every command has some modules, some functions, some methods. So print is a command. So it's having some method. Print
आवाज
method.
याचा येतोय तुमच्या मीटिंगचा नाही ते चालू आहे पण माईक तिकडे आवाज नाही जात आहे प्रॉब्लेम तिथे आहे
मेरे पास
हा हे सध्या तुमचं हे चालू आहे बरं ठीक आहे दुसरी
Vikram sir, you can
Hello?
continue, sir. Continue, sir. You can continue.
Yeah, okay. So this thing you should understand. So now now if we clear with these things means, now you need to know what is printf and scanf. So print is a function, one command. It will do what? It will display anything on the screen. Then we have input. It is also a function or a command. It will use to take input from the user. Like that we have Keras, Pandas, NumPy. These all are the modules related to the machine learning. So you should know all these commands. Without knowing what is Keras, Pandas, NumPy, it's very difficult to become a machine learning expert. So here what I am recommending you to know is what is our requirement. To do this task, what library we have, what module we have. You need to learn it out. That module consists of what? That consists of methods, functions. So this method is for what? This function is for what? So that's things we need to know very, very, very clearly. That is the learning of the Python. So like that, here we are using the printf function. So print I want to display, right? That's why I have used the print. And similarly, I want to display some text as well. So I have text here. So what is the rule of here? We call syntax and semantics in a programming language. Syntax and semantics means rules and the meaning. Syntax means rules. Semantics means meaning. What rule we need to follow and what is the meaning of that?
Hello.
Yes. Amol.
Sir, you can continue, Vikram sir, please. Vikram sir?
Able to follow me means you can leave yes. Are you able to
Okay,
following
sir, you
me?
can continue.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir, sir. You can follow, sir. You can follow. We are following you, please.
Thank you. So now let me take this about the printf. Now you see here, I given A. So my name is Vikram. My wife name is Samex. My son name may be Jed. Like that, we all are having names. Similarly, in the programming as well, we need to give some names. The names are called as identifiers. So 3. What is the name of 3? 3 name is A. Here we have the value 6. So what is the name of the value 6? B. So whenever you want to use the value 3, straight away you can use the, instead of 3, you can use the name. You don't need to call the again and again. I'm using D equal to A into B. Now what I'm doing? Print D, and I'm running. I'm getting the answer. 6 3 is 18. So I have declared only once. A equal to 3 and B equal to 6. I'm using it repeatedly whenever I require. That is called the identifiers or the variable names. Instead of using the straight away, I'm using here. So this may be very, very small, but in future we will load the data set. So the data set should require a name. So we will use, instead in data set consists of many values, many instances, many tuples and records. So we need to access whole at a time in the name. So that's why we need to give the name for each and everything. That's called as identifiers or variables. And then now let me say A equal to 5. Print of A. So why? If you want to rename it, I'm just renaming. Why? I rename it as V equal to print of. I'm just taking different varieties. Previously, I have used only print. Now I am printing different numbers and I'm giving that as a in the V. Now what I do? Print of V. So like this, you can use a different way of using the printf. Different ways of using the printf. You can use D like this. It will be very interactive and you can able to do the things. The bottom you can able to use the values. And in the bottom you can see here we have the file explorer. In the console, we can see output. In the file explorer, you can see the what are the files we have. You can see here. What is the working directory? I am having files. You can check. If you click this file, see. You got it right? Exchanging of the files. Like this, simply you can able to go for the files. You can check here. So previously we have seen about the arithmetic operations. What we have seen so far, we have seen the installation, and then we have seen about the print, and we had seen about the arithmetic operations. This is how we have seen so far. Now this file says that you can see output here. C equal to Nani, one string. And D equal to Nani. Let me increase the size. So if I running this program, what output I'm getting? I'm getting true. C. Nani y c equal to print y g equal to c. C is this one. C is D. I'm using one more command here. One more keyword here. is. Then I'm printing G. Then H ID of C. ID. I'm introducing the ID here. To call the ID. DID like this. You can see here. So what I'm printing here, you can see very clearly. If I compile again, if you see the output here, see, true, 4 prints is there. This is the first print, second print, third print, and fourth print. First printed output is true, second printed output is true, third printed is the IDs, and fourth is also the IDs. So if you see in the output, the IDs are same. Why the IDs are same? Can any one of you respond? Why IDs are same?
Because both the inputs are same. That is Nani and Nani. We gave 2 inputs. So obviously
Yes.
whatever we are calling, they are alike, so they are same.
Yes. Thank you. Any other answer?
Yes, sir. Same thing, sir. Same thing. I am also. Both the things are Nani, so it is showing this thing.
Now I'm changing N with M. Other one L. The output. What is the output now?
It will be false.
False. And see the IDs now. IDs are changing. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is called the comparative operators. Equal to means I'm comparing whether the both things are equal or not. And I'm storing the value in the variable y. Then I'm printing the value y. And again I'm checking with the help of an is keyword whether both are same. Then I'm printing the value c. So comparative operator will check equal to or c. Then I'm seeing the IDs of each and everything and printing it out. So if you use the same variable means the IDs will be same. So like this we have different files. Now let me reprint here. It is that. Now I compile. What happens? Now I'll do here Nani. True. Greater than or equal to I'm having. Now let me use greater than alone. You take false true. Now what? I'm just changing the comparative operator. Now false true. Why false true? This is the is keyword is giving true. This is giving false.
Because both inputs are same. The function we have called is if it is greater than. So
Both are same.
Yeah. Yes. Now, now it's giving false and false
False.
because it's a different. What I'm trying to say to you is we have different variations. With experience and with practice itself, we can able to learn it out. Just changing here, we can understand how the ways, the different ways we can use and the different ways we can able to do it out. And this is the one we have seen arithmetic operations, and this is the comparative operators. Comparative means comparing, greater than or less than or equal to, as like that. And this is the hello world, what we have seen. These are the same. And let me go the other one. Same. See working directory, whatever the you are working, you can see files here. See DB, everything will be here. I'm going this file. Okay. Now you check here. I already said you that print is functions. So already we have a different functions. We have built-in function and user-defined function. If customer want to define their own function, I have my own problem. Real-time problems will be our own. It will be not be inbuilt. It's my idea. I want to implement my idea. So while implementing my idea, I require some methods and I require some functions. How I can do? At that time, I have a keyword called def. With the help of a def keyword, what I can do? I can able to create a new keyword, def. So def is a keyword where you can able to create your own function. So I have created a nani function. What the nani function should do means the number may be even or odd. A is a number. Let me give a equal to 8. So all the function I can return the value here, nani. I can the function you can give nani of 6. So actually I need to comment this. The programming, if you try to work with different programming languages, you may get the thing. So like this, you can able to declare the functions. Return a. Use the function 6. I don't know where D is there. Some D is there, is some numerical value. Where D is there, I don't know. In this place, you can see the errors down itself. D. Invalid syntax. So with the help of a def keyword, you can able to do the things. And if we go for other file. So why I'm showing this current directory means Explorer means tomorrow, if we try to upload the files, the dataset what we downloaded, the dataset should be in the same folder, and the program we trying to apply on the dataset also should be in the same folder. Then only we can able to do it out. So this how we need to learn different programming language in each and everything. This require lot of practice, and why we require lot of practice means by practice we can remember the both the things. Now we are doing the pandas and numpy and the things, right? So if you do more on the pandas and the things, we can remember for more. So this is how the basic things we can do. I hope with the help of things you practice the things, arithmetic operations and functions. Next class also we will try to do some basics on these things, and machine learning I'll introduce how to use the package and how to upload the data set and how to retrieve the value from data set. Like that I will try to do it out. For today I recommend you all to install these all things and you practice the basic things. You feeling any difficulty, you can ask me in next class. We can discuss in the class and we can think it out. Yes, up
Okay,
to now we
okay.
have any clarifications.
Okay.
you can- Yes, Muthu sir.
Okay, sir. Till now, I think it's okay, sir. I'm getting what you are saying. It's very clear.
Here as well you can see different functions. I hope its time is up, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. With this, I'm feeling to wind up. If you want to give any questions, you can leave. You can please. See, this require a practice. Once again, I recommend you to practice. I hope now you know how to write a program. And I show you one thing. You go some Google and you type some tutorials part. See, why we attend the training programs means to get the direction. Direction means starting point. If you go in this tutorial point, you can learn each and everything. This is the environmental one. They will be much one. You don't go with much thing. You just click the, see these arithmetic operations, what we discussed. Here we have a different commands. You can check it out. So arithmetic operations, comparator logic, see addition. You type this example, a plus b, you type it out, a minus b. In the Google, you can take it out. Otherwise, you can go on it as well here. This is also the online compilers. You can write the code here as well. Not only the Google Colab, you can use this as well. You can create the things here by creating the something. See, here itself you can able to edit the code. Like this, you can edit the code. You can able to dump it out. But much ads will be there. That's why we need to do it out. Okay, whatever I'm practicing, you just do it out. For today, you try the arithmetic operation, logical operators, and you will get it out. Tomorrow, we will go for some Python, pandas, and how to instruct it. Whatever we're discussing in the class, you try to practice it out. Still, you feeling difficulty, you raise the questions, we will discuss it out. Okay? This is it from my side. Any questions you can ask me now. Otherwise, we can wind up.
Yeah, person, if you are having any question, you can type it in chat box or you can unmute your mic and you can ask. I hope today is very clear, Vikram sir, in my point of view.
Thank you, sir. I said now in the starting itself, I said most of are the programmers. That's why I just went the recap.
Anand sir also.
Tomorrow I will machine learning concepts.
So tomorrow, actually, one more thing, sir. Actually, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, there will not be no class. Again, the class will be scheduling on Monday.
Yeah, on
Correct, sir,
Monday we will discuss. Yeah, it's a 2 days time is there. I recommend you to practice with the IDE, please, clearly. Basics, as I said, tutorial point. You can have it out. Already I shared you some link now. My slide share link. In the PPT I have given clearly. I will try to share that PPT as well today. Along with the record sessions, I will try to share the PPTs. The PPT is already, it's a executed one. So you can copy and paste in the ID and you can check it out, how it works. So you will get the idea what to do, how to do.
Okay, Vikram sir, that is better, sir. You better to share it in the thing so that we can share it to the participant and they will get the idea of it. Okay, Vikram sir, I think there was no any question. No question in the chat box. I think we can wind up for the day. Again, we'll shoot the class on Monday.
Okay. Sure. Meanwhile, today I will share in the today's recorded session and some tutorials to you. You please share to the participants, sir, so that they will have some basic preparation on the Python ID and how to do it out. They will get some idea of that. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, Muthu sir, and thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
See you on Monday. Thank you. Bye.